So you're here, and my guess is you're not asking how to get rich quick. You're asking a much more important, much more real question. How do I actually add a second stream of income in 2026 without completely wrecking my life? Well, today we're skipping all the secrets and the hype. We're going to focus on something that actually works, a system. Let's jump right in.
And that right there, that's the whole philosophy for today. In 2026, building real extra income isn't about some magic bullet. It's about solving real problems, managing your risk, and just repeating what works. That is the foundation for everything we're about to build together.
I mean, this is the question, isn't it? You want that extra cushion, maybe a few $100 a month, maybe something that could even grow into a full-time thing one day. But you don't want to get scammed, you don't want to gamble your savings, and you definitely don't want to burn yourself out. We get it, and that is exactly the problem we're going to solve today.
Okay, so let's get into part one, a system, not secrets. We're moving past all that generic motivation stuff and getting into a real, practical framework you can use to build a plan that actually fits your life.
Here's my promise to you. By the end of this, you're going to have a clear framework to see what's really holding you back financially, a way to pick a path that's actually realistic for you, and a step-by-step 30-day plan you can follow even when life gets crazy.
All right, before we even think about tactics, we have to be real about the world we're living in. You know, the strategy that worked when money was basically free is not the same one that's going to work now that money actually costs something. So let's do a quick reality check for 2026.
First up, inflation. And here's some good news. Really, it has cooled off. As of January 2026, we're looking at about a 2.4% increase year over year. Things are a lot more stable.
Next, let's look at the job market. It's not falling apart, but it's not some crazy boom either. The unemployment rate is hanging out around 4.3%. So it's a solid, functional economy, just not superheated.
And finally, the big one, interest rates. The Fed's been holding the target range right around 3.5 to 3.75%. And what that means for us is that money isn't free anymore. And that changes, well, it changes everything about our strategy.
So what does all that data actually mean for you? It really boils down to two simple truths for 2026. First, with credit card interest rates hovering around 20%, that debt isn't just an annoyance anymore, it is a full-blown financial emergency. It's a massive leak in your boat. But on the flip side, with high-yield savings accounts paying around 4%, cash is no longer trash. It's actually a useful tool again. Okay, and this reality check brings us to the absolute core model for this entire system. Forget all the complicated financial jargon. I want you to think about your money in three simple, clear lanes.
Here it is. Lane A is all about stopping the bleed. We're talking high interest debt, hidden fees, wasteful spending. Lane B is what everybody obsesses over, earning more money. And Lane C is the long game, making your money work for you through investing. Now here's the critical part. Most people try to jump straight to Lane C, to investing. But in 2026, the real power, the place to start, is right here in Lane A.
Let me make this painfully clear. Imagine two people. Person one is hustling like crazy, making an extra $400 a month. Sounds great, right? But they're also paying 20% interest on a $6,000 credit card balance. Now, person two has no side hustle yet. Instead, they're pouring all their extra energy into wiping out that debt. Who do you think comes out ahead? It's almost always person two, because they stop the financial leak first. The takeaway is simple. Earning more is great, but you gotta start by plugging the leaks.
So, let's move from theory to action with part 4. It's time to get our hands dirty. We're gonna do a simple, totally non-judgmental audit to find out where your money is actually going.
I call this the 20-minute leak audit. And seriously, that's all it takes. Just grab your banking app and something to write on. First, figure out your total monthly spending. Break it into 3 buckets: fixed costs, variable costs, and those sneaky silent leaks. You know, the subscriptions you forgot about. Second, if you have debt, just write down the total balance and the interest rate, the APR. And third, and this is the most important step of all, pick just one leak to fix this week, not 5, just one.
And this is a huge mindset shift. The goal here is not about depriving yourself or becoming a minimalist. This is about buying back your own cash flow. Because every single dollar that you're not sending to a credit card company or for some forgotten subscription is a dollar you can use to build a future you want. Cash flow is what buys you options. Okay, so once you start plugging those leaks, you've created some breathing room. You've freed up cash flow. Now we can be smart about how we use that space to increase your income. It's time to choose your path.
Look, the best side hustle isn't the flashiest one you see on social media. It's the one you can actually stick with. So to figure that out, we're going to use this simple scorecard. For any idea you have, just rate it from 1 to 5 on these key factors. How fast can you actually get paid? How much skill do you need up front? How much risk are you taking on? Can this thing actually grow? And this one is crucial. What is the energy cost? Is it going to drain you, or is it something you can actually sustain?
Based on that scorecard, most of us fall into one of 3 profiles. If you need money, like yesterday, your best bet is to just offer a simple service. If you've got a little more time, say 1 to 3 months, you can build what I call a skill wedge. That's where you combine a real-world skill you have with AI to deliver it faster and better. And if you're really in it for the long game and want an asset, you build content, but you have to treat it like a real business from day one.
Now, this might be the biggest mistake people make. They say things like, I'm open to opportunities. That makes you $0. Money follows clear offers. So use this simple formula. I help a specific person get a specific result in a specific time frame without a specific pain point. So for example, I help local restaurants get 20 new positive reviews in 30 days without having to annoy their customers. See how clear that is? That's an offer someone can actually buy.
All right, let's bring this all home. Enough theory. Here is your concrete, step-by-step 30-day plan to actually make this happen.
Here is your first month broken down. Week 1 is all about getting stable. You do that leak audit we talked about. Week 2, you build your offer using that simple formula. Week 3 is about calm, consistent outreach. The only goal is to land just 1 client. That's it. And then week 4, you deliver amazing work and, crucially, you get a testimonial. Because that testimonial is the proof you're going to use to get your next client and the one after that.
And this might be the most important piece of advice in this entire explainer. Most people don't fail because their idea was bad. They fail because they keep restarting. They get distracted by the next shiny object. The real key to success is to pick one path, just one, and commit to it for 30 solid days. Consistency will be talent, luck, and everything else.
So we are not going to end on some vague, fuzzy feeling of motivation. We're going to end with action. Right now, look back at that leak audit idea. Think about your subscriptions, your debt, your spending habits. What is the one single leak that you are going to plug this week? Start right there. That's your first step.